Hello, people. Yours truly, Mike the LA Dons fan, coming at you. My week 2 NFL picks of the week. Hope everybody's having a great day today. Cutting toxic people out of their life. Thank God every day they're alive on this earth. And this Sunday night, the Dons will play the Buccaneers on the Madden 10. So be on the lookout for that. And let's get started. Tomorrow night's game, Commanders at Packers. Both teams coming off a win. Packers coming off a big win against the Detroit Lions. The Commanders coming off a big win. Against the New York Giants. So this should be a good one, but I'm going to go with Green Bay just because they're at home. So I'm going to go with Green Bay to win this one. I could be wrong. Washington can win this one as well. So that it's like a go either way game, but I'm going to take Detroit. Not Detroit. Green Bay over the Commanders. So that's be my tomorrow night's game. Thursday night pick. I'm picking the Packers to win tomorrow night over the Commanders. All right. The 1 o'clock window on Sundays. Give me 1 second, y'all. All right, the Sunday 1 o'clock window. Browns at Ravens. Both teams coming off a loss. The Browns, heartbreaker to Cincinnati. Couldn't connect on the field goal or extra point, and the 2 interceptions. And Baltimore blowing a 15-point lead to Buffalo. I said this. I said this on Sunday. I feel more better about the Browns going into this game than I do the Ravens because if I'm like blowing a 15-point lead to Buffalo and you know you had them, that is a little concerning. But I feel more good about the Browns because they shut out the Bengals in the fourth quarter and held them to 3 points in the second half. So I feel good about that, but I'm taking the Browns to upset the Ravens, even though I could be wrong. The Ravens could win, but I'm taking the Browns over the Ravens because simply I don't care too much for the Ravens. So no offense, people in Baltimore, I just don't particularly care for y'all like that. So I'm going with the Browns. Jaguars at Bengals. All right, this should be a fun one. Jacksonville coming off a win over Carolina. Cincinnati, of course, beat my hometown Browns. And this one's going to be kind of okay, but Cincinnati's at home. I'm going to go with Cincinnati to beat the Jaguars. So just because simple fact they're at home. Jacksonville, I don't trust them. So I'm going to go with the Bengals. And Giants and Cowboys. All right, another team. Oh, two teams that coming off losses. The Giants losing to the Commanders, the Cowboys losing to the Eagles. But I like how the Cowboys played against the Eagles Thursday night. I was really surprised, to be honest with you. I really thought that game was going to be a blowout, despite the delay and all that. I really thought that I really thought the Eagles would kind of run away with it just because the Cowboys traded away Michael Parsons. But I was shocked that the Cowboys played a really good game against the Eagles, and if CeeDee Lamb would have made those two catches, they would have beaten them. But yeah, I was that shocked me how the Cowboys played against the Eagles and the Giants. I don't know what's going on with them, but I'm just gonna go ahead and take the Cowboys over the Giants. So give me the Cowboys over the Giants, and we got Bears and Lions. The Bears head coach going back to his old stomping grounds to face Dan Campbell. All right, in Detroit, the Bears coming off a heartbreaking loss to the Vikings on Monday night, and the Lions getting their butts whipped getting their butts whipped in Lambeau Field by the Packers. Detroit is at home, so I will take. This is a tough one. I'll just go ahead and take Detroit, but I don't think it's going to be a blowout. I could be wrong on this one. Chicago can probably win this one, but I'm going to take Detroit on this one. All right, Patriots, Dolphins. Oh, man. The Dolphins just looked absolutely awful against Indianapolis this past Sunday, and I don't think it's going to get any better. New England, even though it was 20-13 loss to the Raiders, they didn't look much better. So By default, I'll take the Patriots over the Dolphins. And the Niners and the Saints. Uh, the Saints lost to Arizona. San Francisco beat Seattle. And just go ahead and give me the Niners. I'll take the Niners over the Saints. Buffalo and Jets. I really like how the Jets played against Pittsburgh this past Sunday. They played really well. Justin Fields, he looked really good against Pittsburgh, and I liked it, even though they lost. And I felt good about the Jets in this game. And Buffalo, coming off that big comeback win over the Ravens, when Josh Allen had to put on the Superman cape and just go ahead and beat Josh Allen and bring the Bills back to victory. But I'm going to take Buffalo over the Jets and the Seahawks at the Steelers. This is going to be a fun one. I'm going to like this one. Pittsburgh coming off a big win against the Jets. The Seahawks coming off a heartbreaking loss at home to the Niners. I think these teams are really evenly matched, you know. But I'm going to take Pittsburgh because Pittsburgh's at home. So I'm going to take the Steelers over the Seahawks. And the Rams and Titans. All right, the Rams coming off a big win against the Texans at home in SoFi. The Titans coming off a loss in Denver. I don't know about Tennessee's offense because Cam Ward was getting hit by the Broncos defense all day long this past Sunday, I should say, and the Rams couldn't generate too much offense, but their defense was playing well, so I'll take the Rams over the Titans and be right back. I'll be right back. Let me do something real quick, and we'll get to the 4 o'clock window. All right, let's get back. 4 o'clock windows. Panthers at Cardinals. All right, the Cardinals coming off a win against the Saints. Panthers coming off a loss against the Jaguars. They're going to be in Glendale, Arizona, in State Farm Stadium. Just give me the Cardinals over the Panthers. Broncos at Colts. All right, both teams coming off wins. All right, the Colts coming off a blowout win over the Dolphins. The Broncos coming off a win against Tennessee. But I'm going to take Denver because, the Colts they have a good roster. But I'm going to take the Broncos just in case. But the Broncos didn't look good. But I'll still take the Broncos over the Colts. But I could be wrong. But that's what I'm picking. In America's Game of the Week, Eagles at Chiefs. The rematch of last year's Super Bowl. That's going to be in Kansas City. So this should be a fun game. I know the Chiefs are ready to get revenge, but they did not look really good against the Chargers, even though it was a close game. Philly, same way. They looked okay, but by default, I'm going to go with Kansas City to beat Philadelphia because I think Kansas City really needs this win to stay pace in the AFC West because the AFC West is really tough this year because the Raiders, they look really good. Chargers, of course, and Broncos defensively looked okay, but I'm going to take Kansas City over the Eagles, and we're going to get to the Raiders in a minute. But let's get to the Sunday night game. Falcons at Vikings. Oh, man. The Vikings coming off a huge comeback win against the Bears. The Falcons coming off a heartbreaking loss to the Buccaneers at home. I think this is going to be a good one, but I'm going to take the Vikings over the Falcons. And 2 Monday night games. One in Houston. Tampa at Houston. All right. Buccaneers coming off a big win against the Falcons. And the Texans coming off a loss to the Rams. This should be a fun one. And I don't know about this one, but I'm going to take the Texans over the Buccaneers. And the other Monday night game at 10 p.m. in Vegas, which is 7 p.m. out there. All right. Chargers at Raiders. I really like how the Raiders played against New England. Pete Carroll really got them going. So is Jim Harbaugh. He got the Chargers. Jim Harbaugh got the Chargers in the right direction. Pete Carroll's getting the Raiders in the right direction. But I'm going to take the Raiders over the Chargers simply the fact because the Raiders are at home in Vegas on a Monday night. But I wouldn't be surprised if the Chargers win. But I'm going to take the Raiders. So my picks of the week for week 2. I got Packers over the Commanders, Browns over the Ravens, Bengals over the Jaguars, Cowboys over the Giants, Lions over the Bears, Patriots over the Dolphins, Niners over the Saints, Bills over the Jets, Steelers over the Seahawks, Rams over the Titans, Cardinals over the Panthers, Broncos over the Colts, Chiefs over the Eagles, Vikings over the Falcons, Texans over the Buccaneers, Raiders over the Chargers. So those are my week 2 NFL picks of the week. Let me know in the comment section who you got winning. I mean, yeah, those are my week 2 picks of the week. Let me know in the comment section who you got week 2 winning, and I'll catch you on the next one. And next Wednesday will be week 3 of my NFL picks. So hope everybody stays safe, and remind you Sunday night, Buccaneers at Don's on the Madden 10. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the LA Dons on the Madden 10 on my little fun segment that I do. So be ready for that. And I'm going to do a classic later on today. So I'll catch you there. And everybody have a good day. Mike the LA Dons fan, signing off. Peace.